Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. How are we all doing? Trying to see. Okay. There. Lagging. Just a little bit here. I don't know if y'all can see me or not, but I don't see myself. So we'll know in a minute here, I guess. Okay. Checking. And hi, Warren. Hello. Hi, Miss Daisy. Hi, Mary. Hi, Judy. Peekaboo, I see you. Oh, well, of course I could see myself on this one, but over here I hadn't come up yet, and I'm up now. So, okay. Good. Um, Hi, Judith. How are you doing? Oh gosh. What a week. I'm telling you. Oh, I have had a week. The sale today is small. Shouldn't take a real long time for us here, but the estate sales were just no good this week. I think because Memorial Day and all that, was hitting and people were leaving early, they just didn't have a whole lot around here. So it made my sale a little smaller because y'all, I don't have like a place for like to hold a lot of inventory. So my stuff is usually week by week what I find, and then just what little bit I do have in some back stock. Mostly my back stock is Christmas. So we got some of that to go in with the other stuff. Anything good this week? No, nothing good this week. I try to get a hold of the people that hit my car, and finally got an email from the girl, or not an email, but a text from the girl saying that her dad would be back with me in a couple days. Well, I don't want to be mean to anybody, but I want my car fixed. So if I haven't heard back by, early this week, or this coming week, or well, I guess it's this week, I'll just turn it into my insurance, and then they can turn it in theirs and go from there, I guess. Don't know what else to do. I just don't want, what I don't want to happen is any rust to set in on my car. So we need something to happen with that. Hi, Roxana. Hi, Mr. Greg. Hello. I did have a really nice dinner with my dad. I wasn't able to go down on last Sunday because that was when his birthday was, when everybody else was there. But I told my mom that I would bring dinner one evening to them, and then Friday night I stopped and got stuff and took it down, and we had a really nice dinner. I enjoyed it very much. So that was good. And my granddaughter she had a swim meet, and I think she placed first in almost all of her, what do you call them? I don't know what they call them in swim. Their swims, their things they do. I'm not sure what they're called, but one of them was the 200, and it was like down and back on the pool, and it was like races. There you go. Thanks. The races. And one of them, she got last, but she was the youngest in the group. And it was the first time she's ever done it. And it was the 200, but still her time on it was really good for her age. Hi, Robin. Hi, Avery. How are you doing? So this week the estate sales were sort of sparse, but I got some new items. I did get some new items, and then there's probably some you might have seen before because I might have had multiples of some of the craft stuff. So I brought that back again. And some of it you may have not seen in a while. So we'll see. We'll see. Hi, Carrie Ann. I'm trying to see if anybody else new came in. Don't want to miss anybody. Let me look over here real quick and see what I got on this one. I think I said hi to everybody. I think. Oh, there's Miss Pat. Hello, hello. And my Robin with a Y. Hey, happy Sunday to you too. I'm reading everybody talking to each other. I'm reading everything here. Let's see what else happened this week. I've been trying really hard to get my sleep thing straightened out from being, up till 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then going to sleep, and then being back up, just a few hours later. I've been trying to get that all straightened out, and it's got hard on me. I'm trying to get that straightened out. And I don't know really if it's straightening it out or not, or is it just maybe that's just my time, that's just the way it is it's going to be. Hi, Miss Susan Romy, how are you doing? Everybody's coming in. Hope y'all all had a good Memorial Day. Nice little holiday there for everybody. I like it when Greg and Pat and Susan all say hi to each other. Brother Greg, Sister Susan, Sister Pat, Sassy Suze. Oh, goodness. All right. What else happened this week? Shoot. Trying to think. I don't know. Yeah, I agree, Avery. It seems like it is the most important thing, but then it's just really hard to get. Hi, Gail. Okay. I can do that. There's not, I don't think today I don't have a pile of stuff, so it's not as hard to get to a lot of the items. Now the Mercury glass Garland, I've had that for a while. It is really nice. It is the multicolored. One strand is 3 yards or 9 feet, and the other one is what was it? 8 feet 3 inches, something like somewhere in there. So I mean, they're about pretty close to the same. I think it's um what would it be, missing it by about 6 inches of being the same as the other. So like if there is something you're wanting to see, guys, just put it in and we will hi Gary and Greg, Mary, RC, Cola is Robin. Goodness. Um so I got the I got the millinery out for you. And then the lace, I didn't really measure that. There's quite a bit of it. It's all going to go together, and it is some handmade lace, and the other is tatting. And then the red, white, and blue edge or trim, I guess you call it, and ribbon. There's like 3 and 4 yards of each one of them. I think the 4 yards is the one with the pom poms, and 3 yards is the flat one. Now I say 3 and 4. There's actually a little more than 4, and there's a little more than 3. And the one that's the 3 yard, the ribbon, it is in 2 sections, and then I had like a little piece of it here, and I'm just going to throw it all that in with it. Mercury glass beads would be good too. Yeah, those are really some nice ones. They do have the stars, the paper stars still on them and everything. And we will. And then the black gloves, I did not clean them. They will need to be cleaned. I didn't have time to do all that, but one is a like a nylon like material, and then the other, and they're the shorter ones, like wrists, but the other ones are the long ones that would go, about to your forearm, like that. And they have the little decorative, see how they need to be cleaned, and that should all come out. They just need to be cleaned. They just been folded up in a drawer. So, and then I think I'm going to do all the hankies pretty much together. There's some just oddball hankies, oddball hankies. They're nice. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. But there's some that maybe I've had on like in the past, or some maybe I've never had on. And I just pulled out a stack and thought, you know what? I'm just going to put them all together. Why not? But there's a bunch of them. I mean, there is a stack of them. All different kinds. There's some, I think there might be 3 or 4 white ones, but they've had the stitch work and stuff on them. Some of them I've never cleaned. Some of them I have. Some all cotton. See, look, this one's really pretty. It's just a little white one. And then this one says mother on it. So all of these. And then there's some nice ones like this too, with the flowers and everything. Here's one with little bird cages and little birds on it. I don't know. I'm selling them just as is. Well, there may be a hole or maybe a little stain on them or something, but this little stain may come up. I may be one I hadn't cleaned yet. But I'm just going to do the whole stack. Oh, and there's more of them. There's another one. And another one. They're all really pretty. But yeah, it's sort of doing sort of a clean out of different things. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see, did anybody else come in? If I didn't say hi, I'm sorry. Say hi again, or let me know you're here again, and I'll see it. I was looking at that stuff. So So this is the first little thing of the millinery fruit. Some of them are, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but you can see some of them are sugared. Um, little Japan ones. Some of them have their little tags. Some of the little tags are laying in the box because they're just like little rings and they just fall off. So they are all Japan. I really like this little one here. It's I think it's a peach, but it's sugared and really cute. Now, these are see if I can get my rulers all laid out here. To Ohio. Oh, I don't know. Do you go through Ohio when you go to Washington? I may have been through there, but I don't think I've ever really stopped there. These here are about 3.5 inches in length. There are 10 of them in this box, and they're all really nice. I mean, you see some of the crackling on them, but there's no big chips out of them or anything like that. And there are 10 of them. And I really don't know how to sell them. So I think what I'm going to do is sell them all together. You think? Does it sound all right, Gail? I know you were the one asking about them. Just do them all together. There's 10 of them. The potato state. Let's see if I can get my stuff going here. Yes, please. Okay. Forgot to put my caps on, so let me get that done real quick. So I'm going to do this little box, and like I said, they're all Japan, and they're some of them have their little tags. Some there might be 1 or 2 little tags laying in the box, but I'll put it all in there for you. We may have to go this direction again. And I'm going to do 25 on the box. That makes them what, $2.50 a piece. Yeah, I think that's a really good price on them. With $2.50 a piece. Yeah, this computer over here, I'm going to give up on it. So $2.50, you get all 10 of them, you get the whole box. They are your older ones. They do, most of them have their little tags on them and everything. They are in really good condition. Very nice. And they're about 3.5 inches long. And then their little leaves all bend out and they're double leaf. So you'd have 2 little leaves behind them. So they go pretty good size once you get them all open like this. And that makes them, like I said, $2.50 each. And you do get the whole little box of them. Whoop. Catch them. A whole little box of them. Now I'll probably put them out in like a little, some tissue paper and in a little plastic bag and everything. Because all I have is this little bottom of the box. And I'm with Gail at 25. And there are 10 of these little vintage Japan millinery fruit. They used to use them on hats and stuff. In wreaths, put them in a wreath. Oh, shoot. Let's see if I can get this. I'm trying to get to where I can get my last call put in. Okay, so I'm with Gail at 25. I do have my last call all typed in and ready to go. They would look good in a wreath, yes. The little The little bottle brush wreath that I have has some of the little miniature ones in it. So they used to do the bottle brush trees with all the fruit and everything in it, which is really cool. And you can buy bottle brush wreaths and online, and if you find them in green, you can just dunk them down in some bleach and then dye them any color you want. So last call went in. Should be popping up there any minute. I did push it in, so, and we'll mark it sold. And that will go to Miss Gail. Congratulations. Let me set those right down here because I don't want to knock them around too much. Has everybody got their boxes this from the last sale? Whoop whoop. Pat says. Okay, let me lay that back up here. Now I'm going to show the Garland. I said high bidder, if there's some, if y'all bid against each other or whatever, high bidder will get the longest one. If that's what they want, they get first choice. But these are really good. They still even have the little wire and string on the end of that one. This one still has, has its little star and everything on the end. But look how pretty those are. They are your double bead. There may be one or two, like there's a little piece. And I just take a little one of these and I just very carefully get that sharpness off of it. That way you don't want to cut the screen or string, of course. Oops, sorry. And I just take that little piece off and then it's all better. So yeah, let's get a, oh, I forgot to put a start in. That would probably help, wouldn't it? Now, I've seen a strand of these multicolored ones sold for over $100 online, like 125, I think. I'm gonna start mine out at 30, but they're very nice in color on them and everything. They are really, really good ones. That's one strand of them. And they're the same size. And this is the other strand. Didn't you get one of these before, Carrie Ann? They're really nice. They're very pretty. The colors are really great. There's the little star on the end of this one. And there's the little star right there. They're really pretty. I'd like to find some, and I have a little bit of, like, where they have the more of the hexagon type shaped balls and the little the ones that look like indents. I have loose ones of those, and I found a little piece of one with the long sort of diamond shaped ones that I'll hang on to for a little bit because I might want to craft with them or something. So, because I like to make the Mercury glass icicles out of them, out of the beads and stuff. Yes. Yeah, the colors on them are so neat. I think they look cute even with Easter stuff because you got the pink, you got that sort of limey colored green, and then the teal blue, pink, and everything. Yeah, I think they look good that way. No, for one, $30 each. But, um, one of them is 9 feet, and the other one is just a little over 8 feet. So one of them's 3 yards, and the other one's a little over 2.5. Almost, it's actually 2 yards 30 inches, the shortest one. But the longest one is 3 yards, which is 9 feet. And I'm with Gail at 30. I am going to get my last call. Ready to go in. So if you're not in one end, you have to be in before that last call for your bid to count. And I'm at 31 with Gail. And last call going in. And I'm with Gail at 33. So I have, let's see, Gail, Carrie Ann, and Pat in right now. And those are the only ones that I'll continue with, is those 3. Carrie Ann's at 34. I don't know. I have the 3, the one Carrie got last time, and these 2 are the only really multicolored strands that I've found. I've found them in green and red and teal, but to find the multicolors I hadn't. This is it. Pat says out. I'm with Gail at 35. Carrie Ann is out. So we're going to say sold to Gail. And Gail, you want the longest one? You want 1 or 2? I'll make sure you get the longest of the group, which is, the other one's only 6 inches shorter. But unless you want them both. Longest one. Okay. Let those there. And that was at 35. Carrie Ann, you're at 34. Would you like the other one? It's only 6 inches shorter than the other one. They're both nice lengths. And Carrie Ann says yes at 34. And congratulations to you both. Thank you very much. Next, I'm going to go ahead and stay right here up front. I'm going to go back to the millinery. Now, there are 5 of these, but these are quite a bit bigger than the others. And I don't think they're as old. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think they are as old as the others. But they are still very nice. They have the glitter on them. They have the grape leaf. And we'll give them a start. Now, there are only 5 of them, but they are, and I'm just going to leave them bent like that. I'm not going to count all of that stem, but they are like a little over 6 inches like this. Um, and there are, where did I lay them? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 of them in the bag, and they're all the same. They look like this. It's sort of like a green olive looking color, a cranberry red, and some yellow with a little like a peach looking. Yeah, these are really really pretty in a wreath. Shoot. Let's see. That would be what? I'm trying to think how we did the other ones. Now I can't remember. Y'all know me. I don't remember anything. Let's see. 5. Yeah. We'll do 15 on for those. 2 chicken dinners, winners. So $15, you get all 5 of these, and they're all in nice condition. Yeah, it's nice around a candle centerpiece, something like that. And this is wire, so it will bend, and you can pop them in however you want. And they're really pretty fall colors, and Christmas, and I really think they're everyday as well. Let me lay that bag over there. Very, very nice. Very nice ones. And you get them all. Yes, very pretty. Yeah. Getting my last call ready here. I'm with Gail at 15. Slip them back in this bag real quick, and then we'll. Really nice. Really, really nice ones. So last call is in on those. Yeah, because I think if you went and bought brand new ones, I mean, you can still get some picks like these. They're just not the quality as the older ones are. And I think they fall apart a lot easier. But you're looking at what, $5 or $6 each on them. It's been a while since I've bought pieces like this in a craft store, because I find them at estate sales and stuff, now. So last call's in, and I am with Barb. Barb is in at 20, and she is above that last call. So I'm at 20 with Barb. And you get all of these. There's 5 of them. They're a little over 6 inches, about 6¼ inches long, and you still even have more length here if you need it. So that's about another 1.5 inches or so. No, I don't, but I almost brought some, because I do have some nice ones. I almost brought these. I have some that are sugared, and they're look like long lanterns, and they're plastic, but they're that sugar coating ones. They are really neat. I'll be bringing them back soon. And I want to say they're made by Shiny Bright. I don't know why I'm wanting to say that, but I think they are. Not all Shiny Brights were the Mercury glass. Oh yeah, cool, good. I try to, when I buy them. I don't want them if they're missing a lot of color. Some of them have like little crackles in the paint on them and things like that. That don't bother me too bad. But when they're the paint's totally missing, I don't like that. And And the hard thing to do is to know whether it's really a shiny bright, because people change the tops on them. Let's say the top wasn't fitting tight on one, they'll take it off of another one, or they have a top, and then it might say shiny bright on it. So you got to really do a little research on them. And then who was it? Christopher Radko did repops on them. So I'm with Barb at 25. Well, I am so glad, Kathy, that you liked them. I really am. And looks like, I believe Gail said out, and I marked it sold. And Barb, these are yours. Congratulations. They're really cool. Lay those right there. Now, let's go here, I think. Now, I pulled this because, it's red, white, and blue. We have the 4th of July coming, and I think it would look really cool hanging up, just draped over, hanging up with your 4th of July stuff. You can still put some little pins in here and add some other little, say if you made little firecrackers or something, you could hang down with them. So it's a good start to a garland. And you can add whatever you want to it. Now there's over 4 yards of this one here with the little balls and the little red and white sort of plaid looking there of that one. And then this one's very like Scandinavian looking. And there's over 3 yards of this one. There's 2 yards here and another yard and a quarter here. Plus, you'll get these little pieces of it here that you could do some things with. So all of that is going to go together. So it's one lot. Oh, I bet you your dining room is beautiful, because I love those colors. That cranberry, the green, and the mustardy colors. I love those colors. I actually had a bedroom in one of the houses that I owned. Those were my bedroom's colors. Let's see if we can get a price on this. So I got in $15. You get it all. Let's see, there's probably, 4, 7, 8 yards in there. Plus you get that little bit in the bag. Oh, my nose is itching. What does that mean? And I would say this one is probably the 60s, 70s on it. I got my 3 kings, the mouse, the teacup, and Judy. Yeah, they're Fitz and Floyd. I'm going to get my last call ready to go in, and I am with Judith. Hi, Maria. How are you, girl? I have not found any more Christmas garland, as of right now. Doesn't mean I don't have any, it just means I haven't ran onto it yet. I, haven't got into all my Christmas stuff, and that's what I started doing this week, was that's why there's some Christmas, in with some of this. I am starting to, pull the Christmas, pieces out. But Kathy, let me write your name up here because, I will send you some pictures if I find any. Write myself um, a little note. Noisy company coming. Oh heck, I don't want any of that. Let's see, Judith. I think my last call should be popping up there. And sold to Judith for the $15. Pop all this in here. That. Now I know that's not all going to fit in there, but we're going to sort of make it for right now, and it'll be much nicer when you get it. I'll have it in a bigger bag and everything. But for right now, I'm going to pop it in there and lay it over here at the side so it stays all together. All righty then, congratulations. It has been a while. It has. All right, next up, I was trying to remember if I found a date on these or not. I don't think I did. And my eyeballs are going crossed on me. Now, these are some old pipe cleaners. And I bought them because they are that old, like sort of, oh, I don't know how to explain it. They're not bright red. They're sort of because they're sort of like that cottony nylon bristle. Yeah, it says 49 cents nylon bristle. There's 2 packages of them. I don't know if there's been any took out of them. I didn't count them, but you're getting them both. So you're getting both packages. It even has the little thing over here at the side, I guess, to run down through your pipe. But these are really neat to use if you have a lot or any of the spun cotton heads and you make the little cones. These are great to make their little hands and arms out of. I have a package of them that I use when I do that. But I think there was like 4 or 5 packages I bought. And then I thought, well, I'll keep some and I'll share some. It has a lot of potential. Yes, 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 yes. I think decorating with the you could take the little the pom-poms and hang them up around the headliner in your car. That's all I always think about that when the movies, Cheech and Chong movies or something, it seems like they had cars that they hung those up in. Oh, was there anything else, Gail, you needed to see before you go? I'll pull it out next. So $10, you get both packages. I'm trying to see what if it even said in the beginning how many. There's a lot. I mean, there's the ends of them. There's a lot in them. And you get both packages. You get them both. And let's see, baby bird. The milk pitcher. Oh no, it's not high. It's I don't think it's high. It is a made in Japan piece. But these are really neat to craft with. Um, you can get you some white and make your candy canes and everything with them. They're really cool. Thanks for being here, Gail. See you next week. I'll have some more goodies, hopefully. Hopefully. Tell you, the estate sales are just getting so crazy. You know, I like to be able to buy stuff cheap enough where I can sell it to y'all cheap enough, and you don't have to give those crazy, outrageous prices online and at estate sales and or at antique malls. But that's getting so hard. I mean, goodness gracious! I went the one place I went this week. One place I walked out with nothing. Another place I walked out with one item, and the other place I walked out with 5 items. That was it. If I don't see anybody any interest in these, I'm gonna lay them to the side. Let me find them here. And I'll lay those right over here. And we'll move on to this little milk pitcher. Really cute. There's only one little flaw. There's no cracks or chips or anything. It's manufacturer. Right here, right there, you can see it's not chipped. It's just like where there's a little indent, and then when they went to paint it. But I think you could take a blue permanent marker and straighten that line and make it look just great. Love the little lid that goes on it. There's no chips or anything, and usually there is right around here. The little spout, everything is good all the way around. I don't feel anything off on it. It is not chipped or anything. And then there is the bottom. You do see some crazing in the glaze, which is normal. Look how pretty those flowers are. It stands about 4¼ inches tall without the lid. With the lid, you're looking at about 4½, because it fits pretty flush. But isn't that just so cool? Little milk pitcher. And let's give it a start. That's a waffle batter pitcher because it's a duckbill spout. Oh, you think it's a batter? I don't know. When I bought it, they told me it was a milk. I guess you could put whatever in it you wanted, right? It starts out at $15. And it's a nice. It's even got the little flower on the other side as well. I like the ribbing. And look at the fancy little up at the top. I think it's just really pretty. I like that handle, the way it comes up like that as well. It's very neat. And it's got the little flowers back here, one in the front. And it's I don't know, I guess would you call that Pat, would you call it like a stoneware? You think? That's what it reminds me of. I thought it was pretty cool. Screams 1940s kitchen. It's pretty cool. Now you want to. Oh, I about dropped it. Now you want a waffle? Oh. Oh. I like that. Now I want a waffle. I had waffles for breakfast yesterday. Just Eggo waffles, in the toaster, but still. I put syrup. See, now when I say syrup, I mean I put Karo syrup on it because I like Karo syrup. I don't like any of those other syrups unless it's a blueberry syrup. Uh, and then I take this, I think it's called Stonewall. It is a jelly preserve or something, but it has whole blueberries in it. I mean, it's not the just the jelly thing. It's actually, it looks like when you dip it out, it looks like caviar because it's got the real blueberries in it. I'm getting my last call ready to go in. And I am so sorry, baby bird. You're going to have to remind me of your name again. When they went through and changed names, I've been having a really hard time remembering everybody's name. Cairo, the only syrup. Yes, I absolutely love the Cairo syrup. And then I'll mix like a Lynn. Thank you. Ah, sorry. I'm just so sorry. I just have a hard time with ever since they've changed names on people. It's going back and trying to remember, y'all have just one, me, Sam, to remember. Um, but I have like a lot to remember. Yes, you did. You got it. I told you it wouldn't be high. There it is. And that is yours. Congratulations. Yeah, I love the lid. The lid is so cool. It's even got the blue ring up around the top and everything. I thought it was really cool. The lid just sits on it loosely, but it's really cool. Yes, and here at my store, the grocery stores don't have them. We only have one grocery store here in town, and then we have a Walmart, a super Walmart. I guess it's not. I've seen way bigger super Walmarts, but it's like a grocery store on one side and your hard goods and things on the other, and they don't have the blueberry pancakes either, which is really disappointing. But I can still get my blueberry creamer, my blueberry coffee, and my blueberry cereal. Y'all think I was a blueberry crazy. Mm. Well, blueberries have been so high here, like just one little container, like $8. And I won't buy them. And I went in one day and they were like half the price. And so I bought me some, and my grandson loves them. So really nice. Now I'm going to do these. Now these I have done before. So if you've bought some of these are the same colors as before. It's just that I had several of them. I bought at an auction many years ago, back in the, oh my gosh, 90s, I believe. I bought one of your DMC spool cabinets, and it was full of threads. These are some of those threads, and I still have some more. Remember, I had some that were the variegants, or variegants. Oh gosh, what do you call it now? It has the multicolors on it. Variegated. I don't know. Blueberry tea. Yes. Oh shoot, it's over there. Yeah, I like the blueberry tea. Now the blueberry tea, Sleepy Time sells it, but the only way to get the blueberry tea is to buy it in the variety pack. That's the only place I've been able to find the blueberry tea in that brand. But it has the peach, the blueberry, and there's other ones, a couple other ones in it. But I can't just get the blueberry, so I have to buy the whole thing. But I do like the peach, and I do enjoy the other flavors as well. And I also buy the raspberry tea and pomegranate. Now you can get a pomegranate blueberry, which I don't care for, but it's all right. So what's up next is thread. 4 spools. This is the greens. Got more of the autumn goldenrod browns. This is sort of mints and olives and I don't know what all colors they call it, but these are all DMC. Let me see here. Made in France. Pull one of them out so you can see. And then I also have the yellow, orange, amaretto. So $10 gets you 4 spools of thread. Now, that to me is a good price on thread. I have bought thread that's cost me up to $15 a spool. But this is what it says on the end. Now, it's a machine embroidery cotton thread, but you can hand sew with it, and you can use it to hand embroidery and different things with. I use it on sewing on buttons, doing anything with, you know. Now, I would love to have some. I just can't afford it, but I would love to have some. It's I keep it in my Amazon wish thing, or not wish, but my Amazon. It's in my cart. It's called Mighty Tea. It is Mighty Leaf African Nectar. Let me show you a picture of it. It looks like this. It's an organic African nectar. I'm telling you now, if y'all want some good tea, but it's high. Look, $31. But you're also getting 3 packages. So, and there's 15 bags in each box. You're getting 3 boxes. To me, that's still high. And I'm guessing that's the way it is. But it is so good. Oh my gosh. African nectar. It's some good stuff. So it's for any color, the greens, the browns, goldenrods, or the yellows and oranges. Very nice threads, all new, never been used. These are straight out of that box that I purchased. The DMC, it has the drawers on it, you know, and little slots that the thread goes in. Susan is in at 10. I'm gonna get my last call, because even at Walmart, to buy a spool of thread, just a inexpensive polyester thread, or I think I believe this is cotton. I think. Let me see if it says on the end here. Embroidery cotton. Yep. 200 yards. It's like, I don't know, last time I bought thread at Walmart, which was just to do something quick with, probably, what was it, $2.96? I'm pretty sure it's probably a lot more than that now. The angels. Okay, I got angels, yes. Last call, and we're going to say sold. And then, Susan, just let me know whether you want green, brown, and I'm going by the dark color. That's how I'm calling them, and the orange. Yeah, it is way less than a coffee bar, and it's it's really some good stuff. And Susan's going to take all the thread. Thank you, Susan. It's some good stuff. Put your name on those. You'll be set for thread for a little while on some of the colored threads. I think all the blues and green, or all the blues and pinks sold last time. But if it's still available, I will try to bring, if I still have some blues and pinks, I will. And there was purples too, I think, but I think most of those all sold. But if I still got them, I'll bag them up and get them here. So in the angels, what I have, these little angels here. Now these are your vintage plastic, little plastic angels. I have those. Yep, congratulations. Those are those angels. Is those the ones you were talking about? Yeah, I can't remember who asked me about them. I think it was Lynn, I think. Kathy. These are the two angels I have like this. And then I have an August angel but I would do these first and then her. This is a Lefton angel. Are you talking about the Lefton angel or the plastic angels? Those are the only angels I think I have this week. Yeah. And then y'all know you can always go back to my other sales and look at the very end. And if there's something there that did not sell, you can always just get a hold of me and I can add it to your order or put it back for you. Or just invoice you for it. So here are these two angels. Let's go ahead and do these. And this will be each on these. It'll be choice. You can take one or two. Make sure that's how I have them. Yes, that is how I have them. They are, they are identical. There. I don't think they're any different than each other. I think they're the same. Yeah, these are they're plastic, and they are 4 inches tall. And they have the little halos and everything, and they have the white on the wings and the face, skin color on the face and hands, and they are gold trimmed. No such thing as too many angels. Nope. The left one, I'll do that next, Kathy. The other little girl is the snowball girl. She's the Christmas girl. She's not an angel. She's a little caroler. And I think she's a belle. And Miss Judy is in at 7. And if I don't have anybody else coming in, I'm going to take me a drink. That's good. Yeah, I'll show you her too. And last call should be going up there. And we'll say sold. And then Judy, you got it for 7. Would you want 1 or 2? Judy, Joe, and Jim. I forgot to wave at Jim. I'm sorry, Jim. Hi, Jim. I gave you the princess wave. Ha! I'll wait and let Miss Judy give me an answer here in a minute. Just this is the Kathy. This is the the snowball. She's sugared with the stars on her. I was thinking, yeah, this one little star has little tips broke on it right there. But overall, she's really nice. Put her little dinger in there. She is a Japan piece. Her tag is in there. Judy, did you fall asleep? Oh, bulk please send one to Avery. Oh, okay. I can do that. I can do it. Congratulations. She's not asleep. Oh. All right, the little lefting girl. Let me get a start in on her. Come on. Sometimes when I don't see Judy for a little bit in the chat, I think she's fell asleep. Oh. Gotta let this catch up with me here. I've typed it all in. It should be popping up there in just a minute. I'll go ahead and show her. As far as I can tell, you know, you always got to look at it. I look at them and you got to look at them again. As far as I can tell, she is good. She may need a little dusting and bound around that flower there, I think. Yeah, I'll try to get that done for you. Looks like she could use a little dusting. But she is very pretty. She's given that little bit of a side eye and everything going on there. Her little flower is like a little pink flower. She's got the little gemstone right there, and that's August's gemstone. This is not. I'm froze. I don't know. And Judy's like, not this time. I don't know if y'all seeing me correctly, but you probably are. It's just not popped up here yet. But she starts at 18. I was froze there for a minute, so let's see if I can get that to go in. She's really pretty. I love it when they do the little ponytail and that little wispy ponytail going out and everything. She's got her little wings and everything. Her little lift-in sticker, and she's numbered. And she is like 4.5 inches. Now that is just for her. I'm not offering this one yet. She's a little bit more than that. But Kathy's in at 18. She needs a little bit of a cleaning. So I'm trying to tell you a little bit about this other one when I get to it. And I'm going to get my last call ready here. Come on now. There it went. Hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. I was hoping I'd be able to find that little snowball girl for you. Last call, and it should be popping up there and sold. And that is going to Miss Kathy. Let me, where's she? There she is. For 18. Now I have, I'm going to show you some pictures of some items also right now, real quick. I have these items if anybody is interested in them. I'm going to downsize some of my collection, and I want to give you guys all first dibs on it. Now these are some items that are on the pricier side. Let me see if I can. Now I know I had those pulled up because I wanted to show them. I have, whoops. I meant to hit open and I hit close. That isn't really what I wanted to do. Okay, let me find them. I have these little girls. They're the little Napco little bells, and they are your little angel girls. Spell Noel. These are 1950s. Now this little set here sold for $210, but they are, the one with the N is missing a wing. There's a lot of damage to them. These usually sell for around $450 for a set of them. And I have them available if anyone is interested in those. I also have available the little Christmas boy and girl angels, like these, but they're Christmas ones. See, now here's a set of those little ones I was just telling you about. Let me see if I can show that better. They're like this. There they are. Now, that little set, much better shape. It's sold, and this is sold prices. It sold for $350. And then I have several little Christmas pieces like that, a little higher end ones. And if anybody is interested in any of that, I also have her. This little girl here with the little candy cane. I think she's a belle as well. Yeah, she's a belle. She's about $100 piece. Here she sold for $98. And then this is the little boy I was telling you, the little boy angel, which you don't see very often. I have that one as well. and the little girl that matches him. Yes, I am selling the Snowball girl today. She's one of them from that collection I have that I pulled. Um, let me turn this back off. I'm gonna get her start price put in. And she just sold for 85 online. Of course, you know, that's online. How come that popped back on? Yeah, there she is. This item's no longer available because she sold for $85. Okay. So my price on her will be $50 if anybody is interested in her. She is in excellent condition. I don't see anything wrong with her. She has, or you know, that one little, I really don't count that as being much, but she's got her little dinger in there. I know, isn't it strange seeing everything coming so rare? Yeah, she is such a wonderful, wonderful piece. Sugared, her hat up here at the top. She's got the gold around the top brim. Love that plaid scarf on her. She's just really a nice, nice piece. And she is right, just a little over 4.5 inches. Yeah. She's even got that little do it thing in her lips. I think those are so neat when they have like the little heart lip things at the top. So she is available if anybody is interested in her. Her little bangs. Yeah, it's like the wind's got them and blowing them up. You had something to do with the putz houses becoming rare. Yes, you did. You and your little finger. Oh, shoot. That's funny. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time seeing today. I don't like it. Okay, I'm going to set her to the side. If anybody changes their mind, just let me know. I know I'm frowning. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm what is it called? Straining to see, I guess. What else was someone was asking about? I can't remember. Speaking of putt houses, Judy, death weapon. I have two little putz houses. Now they do not have the little windows and stuff in it, Judy, that you can poke your finger through. They are marked on the bottom, made in Japan, both of them. This I'll put the price in just a second. They one white, one red. They are full cardboard with just the like paper glue on. And you can choose either one. They start at $12. Now, these are your miniatures. These are your smaller ones. Would look really cute with some of your little miniature animals, some little mini trees. They're about, about an inch and a half tall. And bottom base measures right around 2 inches. They have that glitter, that mica, and this one has a pink painted roof. The little red one got some of that on it as well. Just really cute. And it is a choice on those. I need to try to catch my computer up over here. I'm still showing the snowball girl. There we go. I don't probably they probably redesigned them because of you, Judy. I don't know. There, some of the Putz houses had the little breakout windows and they were plastic. Some had the paper ones, the plastic, the little what do you call it? Um, that little. Oh my gosh, I'm not. I can't think of the name of it. Oh my words today, words any day anymore. But the little plasticky stuff. Can't think of it. I know you know what it is, Judy, more than likely. Cellophane. Yes. But these just have the little drawed on windows and the little paper. Still very cute. Be great in a little display. If you had, and I do have some of these, but they're plastic. They're not the glass ones. They're the domes, and you do little scenes in them. This would be great done up in a little winter scene with a little tree and maybe a little, some of your little winter forest animals, little deer, things like that. I know somewhere I even have little Santas on sleighs. They're little picks that you go like on top of cupcake things and stuff. Small ones. But if I have no interest in those, I'm going to set those to the side real quick and let me write. Or let me mark, I should say, them. That way I know what sold and what didn't sold. Can't put your finger in those. Okay. This little girl is so stinking cool. Her little outfit, all handmade. She is great for 4th of July holiday. She'd be great setting out for that. But anytime, even her little hat is all crocheted. Isn't she just cute as can be? Even her little purse. Look at that little purse. And she's like one of your little 1940s dolls. Her eyes do close when you lay her down. She does have her little stand that her little feet go in, the little heart shaped, and she's got her little underdress and everything on and under there, little slip, I guess you'd call it. And she got her little bloomers. Don't look, Greg. Got her little pink bloomers on underneath there, but I love her little outfit and this little hat. Awesome. So, so cute. Let's give her a start. Let me get that in. Hang on. I know. Look at her little handbag. It's got like a little star on it, and her little top there has little sequin stars on them. Well, that's not going to come up for some reason. And I know as soon as I type it in over here, it will pop up. Okay. Hi, Amy and Chuck. How are you doing? Don't know why that won't come up in there. I hear nothing. I see nothing. I know nothing. Let's try it again. There it went. Ugh. That only took 2 times doing it. But isn't she just as cute as can be? My gosh. And this thing, I mean, I don't crochet. I've always wanted to sort of learn how, but just the work in on that little hat alone. And then they've done it up to her head and everything. And just it's just really cute. Just really, really cute the way they got that going. 4th of July for sure. Even the little scalloped edge on the little edge of the dress at the bottom, just as cute as can be. Now she stands, let me stand her up here. You know, the idea thing would be to be able to measure everything and get every little thing wrote down, but that just take wherever. 8 inches is how tall she is. 8 inches. And she's got a real cute little ribbon that hangs down all the way down her dress. Let's see. Avery's in at 15. Amy and Chuck is in at 16. Judith at 20. And Amy and Chuck's back in at 22. I don't know if you can see all the little, now those are the old little sequins, which is really cool. And I've got a bunch of old sequins, vintage sequins that, and some of them are these little stars that I need to sort of get together, put in a little bag and sell them so y'all can have them to do crafts and stuff with. I have all different kinds. Some of them are even leaf shaped with the one little hole at the bottom where you would, put the little bead and sequins pin in. Yeah, perfect for the 4th of July. Last call is in. Let's see how long it takes for it to go in this time. Perfect for the 4th of July, baby. Yeah, I think Amy was born on the 4th of July. Sometimes my birthday lands on Easter. But the 4th of July, awesome. I am with Amy and Chuck at 30 with a bang. So Les calls in, and I am with Amy and Chuck at 30. I'm trying to go back up and see who all was in. See Avery, Judith, and Amy and Chuck. Now, when you lay her down, like I said, she's one that her little eyes they do close. She does have her original shoes, her original underskirt and panties and everything, and this is the original spring stand. It's heart shaped, has a little spring that sort of you raise up and you fit her feet in under it, and then she stands up in there like that. Judith is at 32. Amy is in at 34. Parent teacher conference. Oh, yeah, that'd been a hard one. My dad's birthday is the 24th of May. And he always said when we were younger that, and I hope I'm remembering it right, I think I am, that for his birthday, um, he got us all getting to be out of school. It's like, that's not a very good birthday present to have a bunch of kids out of school on your birthday. Judith is at 36. Oh, goodness gracious, Amy. Yes, thank the Lord he's better now. Amy's at 40. That little purse. I don't know how somebody does that. I used to take care of a lady, and she could sit and crochet while she watched television. And I don't know how she did it, but she made my son's like little booties and little bonnet hats and sweaters to come home from the hospital in with the matching blanket and everything. I found her at an antique mall. Yeah. This was the one, and the antique mall I went to, and I found one thing. This was her. But ain't she great? As soon as I seen her, I just like, oh, please don't be overly crazily expensive, so I can get you, because I know everybody's going to love her. She's just great. Judith is at 42. She is one of a kind. Yep. I always like to find something that's a little different, Amy and Chuck says out, and I'm going to mark sold. And this is going to Judith for 42. Congratulations. My July girl doll right here. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate that. Let me set her right back there. She's great. I thought she was just so cool. And her head moves. Her head and arms and move, and legs and all that. So you can set her in different ways as well. Let's see. Next is this here. Oh my God, guys, this is so pretty. This is so pretty. Now, this is old feed sack. Now, feed sack was at one point. Okay, let me see if I can start this over again. 1930s. I'm trying to think when the colorful feed sacks like these, not this particular one, but started coming out with patterns and different things on it. Women started buying them to make dresses and curtains and all different kind of, your little panties and things for little girls and different stuff all started. And then they started selling it by the yard, which, sweet. Now, this one here is a piece that they sold. More than likely, I would think this is a piece that they had sold by the yard. it is your like 36-inch wide. That's how wide that material was sold. 36 inches. That should measure out to be 36 inches. Yes. Um, from salvage to salvage. Now, the person who had this did make a little curtain out of it. It looks like they opened it, or I shouldn't say opened, folded it, and made a casing at the bottom here to run a rod through so they could hang it up at a window. But look at the pattern in that. Isn't that just so pretty? Look at the flowers. I did not see any major staining on it, nor did I find, and I've tried to go all over it, lay it down and totally just look at it all over, but I could have missed something. I tried not to. I tried to lay it out and really go over it. The only place I found was, you can see this right here, right here. It starts here, and I think it's where it was folded. I think if you wash it, that would come out or fade. You can see it better on the back side. You can see it right here. But I do think a little OxyClean, and that would clean up pretty darn good. But let me tell you how big it is. It is 36 inches wide across from salvage to salvage. And it is, I believe, about 50 maybe. Let me find let me get my ruler here. Lock that in right there so it doesn't fall on me. And then I'll give you a price. Somebody's cooking something. I smell it. 54 inches long. And you could get a little bit more out of it if you took the hem out of here and out of this end as well, if you needed a little more length. I think if you had I know the apartment I lived in before, the back door, or the one that went out back to the patio, it was just a metal door with a big window. This, if I remembered having this, it would have been up at that window. But this is something I've had for a while as too. Like I said, I've had to break into some of my stash of things, but this is very, very pretty. I don't know if you can really get the color out of it. Let me see, because it's a nice bright. I mean, what you're seeing there doesn't do it justice. I'm going to turn the light up a little bit and see if it helps any. Don't know if that helps any or not, but it is a very, very, there you go, very pretty yellow with these beautiful flowers. Well, I've just dealt with enough feed sack to know that what feed sack is, and by the weave and the feel of it and all that. Some of your feed sack that was actually made into feed sacks, you can actually find them where they have still the stitch marks in them along the bottom and one side and the top. Now the one side would be closed off where it was made, but yeah. And to me, there's no better cotton than the feed sack cottons. I do have some feed sack that dates back into the 30s. I have a white with a navy blue, and I can't tell if it's navy blue or black polka dot, which is really cool. I know it's that old because some of the older ones, well, I have a book on them, and it's in the book, of course, but also a lot of your old ones will have, your really, really old ones will have less colors in them. Just like your illustrations. Remember the earlier ones, you've seen red and black. The same thing with fabrics and stuff, and there wasn't as many colors. This one here is 1950s. There's several colors in it. It is very pretty. Um, it could be late 40s, but I'm saying late 40s, 50s in that area. But it's got that big bouquet right in the center. You can make some really neat pillows, a nice pillowcase out of it. You could use it as um, tea towels. Just so much you can do with them. I'm going to give this a start. Um, and they are not easy to find. I got really lucky once many years ago and went to an auction and bought 80 of them. I had to really bid them up to get them, but I it was from one lady. They were in a trunk, and there was a stack of them, and there was 80. And I have a lot of feed sack, of full feed sack and scrap, just pieces that I sell along with feed sack blocks already made. Let me get this as soon as I can. And I've been collecting them for years. I sold one. It had the little circles with the flower in the center. It was solid back black. Back was instead of being yellow, it was pink, and the flowers were white with a circle around it that was sort of scalloped around the edges. It sold for almost $200. Yeah, somebody really wanted that one. But the ones with the colored backgrounds seem to sell higher than the ones with just the plain white background. I'm waiting for this to be able to let me put my price in. There it went. Now let's see if it'll load. This one here is going to start out at $22 for this one. Nice, beautiful color. It sort of reminds me of like a Ralph Lauren print. I have sheets that are the yellow, not this bright of a yellow, because their yellow is more of a mustardy color. But this yellow is just a nice, bright, really pretty. I don't even know what color to cut, like a daffodil. It's not a chiffon. It's brighter than that. But very pretty fabric. I really like it. I really like it a lot. That's probably why I kept it in my stash. And then I have some feed sack that I need to clean. They've just, somebody's probably, folded them, put them in a trunk or something. They've yellowed or might have some water spots on them or something like that. And most of those kind of little stains will come out with a good soaking. Might take 3 or 4 days soaking, but they will come out. Started this one out at $22, 54 by 36. Very nice piece of vintage fabric. Love it. These I just really like. I have a couple others that I've kept, and I think about selling them. And now of those, I do have a set of each one of them. So there's 2 in each set, and they matching ones that may pop up sooner or later. I got rid of so much of my fabric when I moved last time. It's unreal. It was, and I gave it all away. I gave it to a lady that sews, and she makes purses and wallets and different things. And we just started filling up trash bags, and there was a lot. Filled her automobile up. And I kept very little bit of the old fabric. I have Robin in at 22. I'm going to have to go here, I think. I got my last call typed in. If no one else comes in here in just a second, she will be getting a very nice piece of fabric. Feed sack. Love it, love it, love it. I kept it because I was going to take it and make pillows out of it with the big bouquet cluster in the center. But I never got around to it. So it's just time. You know, after a while, you just have to say, okay, I haven't done anything with it. It's time to let it go. And sold. Congratulations. Let me mark that one with your name. Now I put RC Cola. Once that stuck in the head a while ago. Congratulations on that. Really nice, nice piece. Is there anything else that someone wants to see? If not, I'm just going to start sort of picking things up and bringing the rest of it out. But if there is something, go ahead and type it in, and I will get that rolling for you. Okay, I don't see anything. So next up is going to be the wooden egg. Let me change my lighting back. I think I got it a little off here. There it is. I think it's that one. And you'll notice that one soldier has a little red dot. He gets the little red pants. All the rest of them fit around the rest of it like that. And when you open him up, he's full of little soldiers. Now, it's a little bowling game, I think. Here's the little bowling ball that you'd knock them down with. There are 9. And then the one has the little red dot on his hat. But there are 9 of the little soldiers in here. And they are, where's my ruler? There it is. Whoa. Drop that ball back in there so I don't lose it. They're like right around 2 inches, smidge over 2 inches. The whole piece itself goes right back together like that. And all you got to do is line the little red dotted guy up with the little red sided pants. And he measures, about 5 inches. And let's get a start in on him. And he is 18. That's about half the price he's been selling for online. $18. Really neat. I'm trying to find something that you could get the size-wise, get the idea of what size he is, but I don't have anything here. Here's a ruler. It's about all I got to show size-wise on him. He's really cool. Really, really cool. I'd never seen one of them before. Thought he was really neat. And I wish I could tell you more about him. I found him online. There's several different versions of it. Most of them all have 9 soldiers inside and a ball. Hi, Helen. Welcome, welcome. Now, why is that doing that? I don't know. I'm with Greg at 18. And I'm getting my last call ready to go in. See, now you could put him out at Easter, at Christmas, whatever. Last call is in. And I think I put old instead of sold. Yep. How about that? There it went. Congratulations, Mr. Greg. You got the soldiers, the egg full of soldiers. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And congratulations. I'm going to go ahead, pull these over here. I think they're coming up next here in a minute. I got one thing ahead of them, I think. Let me get that done first. And it is these black gloves. You get both pair. One's a shorter pair. They're sort of a nylon. I mean, I didn't even look and see if there was a, yeah, there is. Yeah, nylon. I was right. Made in the USA, size 7. It gives you everything in there. Nylon and a 7. I'd say that's the size. I think my hands are fatter than a 7, but maybe not. Hey. Ooh. How nice. How nice. So they're a nice size, nice glove. Not those little bitty things you can't get your hands in. But so you get this pair, and these here are more spandexy, like are more of that stretchier stuff. I don't see a tag in them though. Let's see if I can get my hand in there. That's a good question, isn't it? Got it in the other ones. Oh yeah. Nice. Huh. Now they do need cleaning because I have not done that. Hi, Christine Jones. Hello. Because I have not cleaned these. So just a soaking. The way I would clean them is I'd just soak them really good and swish them around in the water and rinse them out and then wash them again. But you get both pair. One long, one short. Nice size, not the little bitty tiny things that you can't wear. Let's see if I went in. Yep. Hello, Dee. I'm too sexy for my gloves. Yeah. I don't know, Pat. I don't know, when I pulled these out of my stash of things, I thought about you and how you do your their dolls, your peoples. I don't know why it made me think of them, but it did. So you get both pair, $15, gets them both. I didn't see any holes or anything like that. And they do need to be clean. Like I said, the fingertips, they need some cleaning, but I don't think that's a problem. I think all that would come out. On these little pieces like this, I use a soft toothbrush sometimes if there's a little place on them that needs a little bit more than just a soaking, just a really soft toothbrush, just brush them with it and rinse them, and that all comes out. Really neat little fancy dancy dress gloves, funeral gloves, however you want to wear them. Be great for Halloween. Stuff them, make hands out of them. That would be cute, wouldn't it? Just now thought about that. Yeah. When you get both of them. Oh, Wish I could get this to work up here. I don't know why that won't go away. $15 for the 2 pair of gloves. Pairs of gloves. I'll lay those to the side for now. And next up, and there is quite a bit of this. I did not measure this. There's so much of it. And I was so tired by the time I got done with everything last night. Because I do my video and set up and video all at one time and then put it on. Here's some old tatting. Let me get a new start in there for you. $20, and you're going to get everything I show you, and there's quite a bit. And this is, I just love this tatting. The little circles, little scalloped edges all the way down. There is a lot. There is a lot of it. I'd say there's probably 2.5, 3 yards of that, somewhere right in there. And then there's the single tatting, another yard of that. Still has the, the ending pieces and everything on it. And then there's another little piece of it here. So you get all that. And then here's some more of it. All of this, another about 3 yards of it there. Plus this here. And there's quite a bit of that. I said I didn't measure it, but there's quite a bit of it. Tatting is a whole different experience, yep. And then here is some more tatting. And it is, it looks like this. And there is quite a bit of that. I'd say probably 3.5 yards of that there. And best piece for last, of course. Now this is a continuous big circle. I don't know if they removed it off of something or they did it that way, but this is handmade lace. Wait till you see it. Oh my God. It looks like a bunch of snowflakes all put together. Look at that. Now there are some places in it. Let me see if I can show you. Like this. See how the edge here? But you could cut that out. Here, I would cut it right here. I'd cut that right there and then fold that so it doesn't ravel any farther and put it on whatever I want it. But there's quite a bit. There's quite a bit of it as well. $20. You get it all. Really neat lace and tatting. And it is vintage. It is not perfect because it's old. But there's quite a bit of that, and this is all the tatting. So you got quite a handful here of it. This is great even for junk journaling. This is great to glue in on your pages or do you can even sew it to your pages. So there is all of this vintage lace and tatting, and it's $20 for everything here. I'm going to get a little bag to lay that in too, I think, just so I can keep it all together. If I don't twist too much. If I twist too much, then I'm going to start having muscle spasms, and we just don't want that. So quite a bit in there. Quite a bit here of all your tatting. And I have cleaned it all. It is all, this has all been, yes, this has all been soaked and cleaned. And I did press the bigger pieces out. Wish I was still making them. Ooh, that would be so pretty. But you know what? Yeah. Oh man, that would be nice. That's something you'll never have to worry about ever making for me, Judy. Again, that ain't happening. So that's available if anybody's interested in that. And I'm going to go ahead and do these. Now, these are choice, and one is smaller than the other. One is taller than the other. The smaller one is taller than the other, and I gave the same price for both of them. So we're going to do them. Good. Do them at the same price. And they are really cool. These are brass little, oh gosh, now I forgot what kind of pots they were again. After I said it in my preview, I couldn't remember it, and I looked it up, and I meant to write it down, and I forgot to write it down. Dang it. But they're brass little pitchers. What are they called? Greg might know. I don't know. This one has some color still on it in the little designs. And this one is taller, but this one is bigger. Yours. Thank you. Sometimes some words escape me. This one is, oh, I would call that, let me set it down here. I'd say this one's about the big one, meaning chunkier one, is 6 3/4 inches. And the shorter or taller one is 7 1/4 inches. And they all have this little scroll like etching carvings on them. And they are brass. Aren't they cool? I just think they're cool looking. Sort of remind me of I Dream of Jeannie or something like that a little bit, you know? Really neat. Greg is in at 14. I am going to put last call. Get it ready. It's all typed in and ready. Give it a second here, and then I'm going to put that in. It is choice, whichever one you want. You can take one or two. Last call is going in. If I can get it to go in. Did it go in? There it went. And sold. Rub one. Oh, if I could get $1,000. I just need $1,000. Nope, still empty. Dang it. Which one would you like, Greg? Number 1 or number 2? Number 2 is the tallest. Oh, on the handle? Something on the handle? Mm-mm. Don't have anything on the handle. I was thinking more like India. Oh, it does. Okay, there's an etching here inside. Wait a minute. I do remember seeing that. It's like a little pin dot etching. One I could read and one I couldn't. I do remember that now. I think it's on this one. It says It's got the person's, I guess it might be initials, SEW, and then it says India. And then it's numbers. Looks like a 37-J. I don't know if I can show that. Oh, I forgot everything about that. I'm glad you said something. See right here, SEW, and then it says India, and then 37-J. And Greg wants them both. They're really cool. I don't know if I've ever picked up any of those before. I can't remember. I called them brass pitchers because I couldn't think. Okay. Trying to think. Okay, now these here are brass candlesticks, and they are quite heavy. So I did a little looking up online, and I found some that were sort of shaped like these, and they were calling them trench art. They are like solid. Um, I would say that weighs a pound, just this one alone. The bottoms do unscrew, so I guess when you stored them, you could lay them flat. It took me the hardest time to find these because y'all know what kept coming up when I would take a picture of these was those things that go in the end of your garden hose. Um, but like a sprinkler thing, kept coming up. But they are a solid brass all the way through. I did not find any kind of writing, and when I did find some of these, let me show you. I might have, because I had such a hard time finding anything on them. Let me see if I kept a hold of them here. Hope I did. Yeah, sometimes things just disappear. Don't understand it. Guess I didn't. Damn it. Anyway, I was going to show you that. It looked a lot like them. It wasn't exactly, but it looked a lot like them. But they do have some weight to them. You get them both. And we're going to, and then I'll tell you how big they are. They're not large. They are like 3 3/4 inches tall, but they are like heavy. They got some weight to them. They take that smaller candle. But I know like a bottle brush sticking up out of them, or something just to make it like a pillar bottom on it, would look really, really neat. You get them both. They are solid. 14 for the brass can, and they're small. I mean, they're not very big. So they wouldn't take a lot of space up, but man, I thought they were really cool. And I wish I could find that darn picture. Because I think in that grouping there was 3 of them, and they sold for like $100 for the 3 of them, and they were calling them some kind of trench art, like they were made out of some I don't know, but they're brass. I just, you'd have to look up trench art. What was it? Trench art brass candlesticks, and they may pop up that way for you. They're pretty cool. And I am with Greg And I'm going to go ahead and do last call for Greg. I know Greg likes the brass pieces. I do too. But brass, oh my gosh, Greg, have you seen? I mean, I'm sure you have. I know you like to go to the antique malls too. Um, the prices of brasses just went skyrocket, just crazy. And I used to be able to go to estate sales, and it would, or sales and stuff, and it would be the last thing sitting on the table. Nobody wanted it. Oh, you missed the brass. Yeah, some of the brass. There's still one piece left of the brass, which I'm going to do now because it's the next. I put all the brass together in one little thing. Look how cute this is. Now I did shine up the top because I wanted you to be able to see how nice it looks all shined up. Rings and things. And then you take the little lid off, and it's got the velvet on the inside. And it's got that, it's not bad. I mean, it's not bad at all. I sort of like it, but it reminds me of like a little bit of an older perfume scent, but not heavy. You know what I mean? Real pretty red velvet on the inside. And it has that sticker on the back. Very neat. And it's got little pearl insets on it, and it's got the little tri legs on that. Let's give it a start. Having to do this a little different. I tell you what, I just need to get rid of this computer over here because it really doesn't do me any good. Where am I at? But really cute. Started it out at 14. It stands with handle and all right about 2.5 inches tall, and from side to side you're looking at a little over 3.5 inches. Really cute, nice little box. It's got a little bit of blemishes that may come off. I just sort of rubbed on it and got it as shiny as it is. But it is really cool. I like the little pearls, the little flowers. At first, I got to looking at it, and I thought there was little rhinestones, but it's not. It's just little brass flowers. Really neat. You could put little rings and things inside of it. With the little velvet inside. And if I have no interest in that, I will. Oh, Greg says 14. It is a neat little box, isn't it? It is very pretty. And we will go ahead and do last call. And because I didn't see anybody. I like the handle. Yeah, it is really, it's neatly done. Yes. And we'll do a sold to Greg on that one. Thank you, Greg. Congratulations. All of that brass stuff is really cool. Those, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those were the 5 pieces I got at that one estate sale. That's the only 5 pieces, the only things I bought. It's like, dang it. I wanted so much more, but they're just, yeah, just wasn't. Now, this next little piece I'm going to show, I'm going to go ahead and put a start in for it. Y'all notice there's a lot of $14 items today. Whoops. I tried to keep it, reasonable as possible. So this is also a $14 piece. And this is a little Homeco piece. And I remember when these came out. This was 1988. What is that? 30. See, my son was born in 1988. The Circle of Friends. It's like the little Amish looking kids, you know. Not Amish. What is it? Not Amish. Is it Amish? I can't remember. But this is the Christmas one, which I really thought was cute. He's reaching up there and putting the little star on the little country kids. What are they calling it? Circle of Friends. Circle of Friends. Here's the date. Homeco, 1988. Christ is the star of my life. Really neat. Really nice pastel colors. Decorating the little tree. He's got little guys getting little overalls on, and I love the little girls' bonnets. This is 4 3/4 inches. Greg, sweep. And it is about 4 3/4 inches wide, I believe. Let me go out just a little bit. No, more like 5 inches wide. Their little dresses stick over a little farther. But really sweet little pieces. $14. Nice size. Would make a great little Christmas gift as well. Christ is the star of my life. Homeco, 1988. That's the year my son was born. I'm trying to think. That makes it what, like 37 or something like that. I don't even know how old my son is. My goodness, I can't keep up with it. The only reason I know how old I am right now is because I'm the last 50 anything, so I can remember that. Pat. The boy's face. There is no face. His little hat's down. His little hat is down over his face. You can just see his little nose and his little smile. It's like you can't see his eyes. I don't know how he's seeing to put that star on there without his eyes, but yep. Now these next one up is going to be these little clips for your trees. Now you don't have to put candles in these guys. You can put whatever you want in them. If you want to do a little Santa and set him on here and clip him to the tree, a little reindeer, maybe a little collage, make a little, what do you call it? A bottle brush tree and put on there with a little garland around it and then clip it to your tree. You don't have to put candles in them. You can make some really cute little collages on them. And there are 8 of them in the set. They are very pretty. They do have the swivels on them, where you can move them however you want. If you need to tilt it one way or the other, they do have the little swivels on them, which is nice. You're going to get all 8 of them. Let me get my start in. And I've just stuck them on a little piece of cardboard so you can see all of them. Sugar fresh and lemony sweet. So they're a fun little piece to do a project with as well. They do have like the little pine cone clips on them. The backs look like little pine cones. Trying to look and see what I have left here. Not much. I told you, it was a small sale. This week. I think what I have right here is about left. Let me move this around just a smidge here so I can get to all of this. Now, is it over? No. Nope, not yet. Not the sale. If you're talking about my sale, no, it's not quite over. Not quite. There's still a handful or so of things. Right now we're going to do, whoops. What did I push? Wrong thing, probably. The little birds. There's 3 little birds. Now, one's got a broken foot, but you're going to put them down in something. You're not going to see the little foot. The little white one, he's a hobbler. He's only got one little leg. The little yellow ones, these are plastic, hard plastic. There's 2 of those. Let me get my ruler here and then I'll get to start pricing on them. These are older ones. They are from front to back. You're looking at about 3 3/4 inches. Height-wise, right around 2.5 inches. Tail up here to the bottom. Whoops. If I can do this. Tail up here to the bottom of his feet. He is about 2.5 inches tall. Yeah, it's going to be quicker today than usual because I didn't have as much stuff, but so we will be a little faster today. But you get all 3 of them. Remember the little white one with the pink? He is missing a leg. But once you get him all nestled down into a reef, right, Judy? Get him in a reef, or a display of some sort. You can't see his feet anyway. So really cute. You're gonna get all 3 of them. They are where's my $10 for the set of 3 of them. The yellow with the pink and the white with the pink. And then he's missing one little leg. Otherwise you get all 3 of them. On the little birds, they're great to craft with, nice to put in little nests. And yep, Judy's like, yep, in a reef. I'm gonna find them on my list here. There they are. Really nice to craft with. Put in little net, and like I think I might have a couple little nests, or at least one I know of. If I don't have any interest, I'm gonna lay them to the side right here. And then now we're going to go ahead and do all these hankies. And this lot is for all of the hankies I have in my hand. I'm going to go ahead and put a start in. We're going to start them at $20, and there are quite a few of them. I'm not sure because I didn't even count them, to be honest with you, so I don't know. I'm going to hold them up really quickly and show you every one of them. Some of them may have a hole or a stain or something because some of them I have not washed. So I think some of them, the little white ones you can bleach, that are white on white, should be able to bleach them and get them pretty nice and clean. Judy, you got 10 in. Did you want the birds? Judy, you want the birds? If you do, let's see, what was the birds? Number 21. Just type in 21 and I'll put your name on the birds. The hankies, I'm starting them out at 20 and you get them all. But if you want the birds, just type in 21 and I will put your name on the birds. They're like a harder, like a celluloid plastic. Sam will give you the bird. Oh, okay, no problem. All right. So the birds are still open. Number 21 for $10 for the 3 little birds. It's still open. All right. So let me show you these. You get them all. This is a smaller one, probably an 8x8 or 9x9, something like that. It needs to be cleaned. This is really cool. I thought that was neat for St. Patrick's Day. Got some really pretty scalloped edges with the shamrocks on it. And then there's some like this. And this one looks like it's, I don't see anything wrong with it. It's one that I have cleaned and pressed. You can sort of tell the ones that I've cleaned and pressed. Here's another one. It's got like the big bouquet of roses on it. It's got the pointed scalloped edge on this side and then the straight edge on the other. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. This is number 5. Look at all those bird cages and bluebirds. Very 50s. That's 6. Seven. Some of them are signed. I think this one's signed. I like this one. This one's, I don't know why I thought this. Oh, it is. It's signed right down here. Faith Austin. Now, if you look up Faith Austin hankies, there are probably some of them out there or something. And this one may be. I've never looked these up, so I have no idea. What is that? 7, 8, somewhere in there. 7. Here's one that is very mid-century modern, even has the older looking little furnitures and everything on it. Another one that is signed. I think that says Tammy Keefe. There's some really cute ones. And there is lots of them. Look at these blue tulips. Isn't that pretty? And this one has, looks like a little bit of staining, maybe right over here. But I think most of that, I bet you that comes out because it's just very faint. There's 10 of them already. Here's another one. big flowers in the center. Now I've not cleaned this one. This one is as is, but I don't see anything major on it. That's 11. This one has not been cleaned yet either. It's got some yellowing on it, but I do believe most of that will all come out. Some more really pretty tulips, blue tulips. Was that about 12? One that says mother. 13. Big bouquet of flowers in the center. I'll count them all at the end to make sure totally on how many's there. I like that one. That's pretty. This one's, I don't know, always reminded me of like Africa. Very pretty. I can't remember what those flowers are called, but I used to see them out in the country where I used to live all the time. Some kind of lily something. Tiger lily or something. I can't remember. Another one. Really pretty colors. That'd make a pretty pillow. And this one needs to be cleaned. It's yellowed. I think that will all pretty well come out. Very pretty. I haven't seen any of them really with any like major holes or anything. Maybe a little pinhole here or there, but nothing nothing major. Now this, I say that and I open this one up and it's got like here, but still really pretty. It could be used for something, even if it's nothing but to, you know, fill in a spot in a display or something set on it. And then I love these little angels going all the way around. Really cute. This one still has its tag. It is all cotton, Treasure Master, made in Mako. Mako? I don't know. Don't know where Mako's at, but I don't know, Monaco. Another really pretty one. Tiger lilies, yes. And then I love this one. Look at this one. It's just, look at the color. Look at the color. And that's all of them. So let me count them real quick and I'm with Susan at 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, is it just 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 of them in total. 21 in total. And you get them all. There's some really pretty ones in here. I like the one that says mother. I think that's neat. I'll get my last call. Ready to go in. I'm with Susan at 20. Susan at 20. I'm going to get a little bag out to put them all in. So there's 21 in total. I keep dropping that little one. I keep dropping it. I'm gonna lay them all in like that. And last ball should be showing up. I'll take the air out of them. Oh, Judy's in at 21. Susan's back in at 22. This whole bag of hankies. 21 in total, all different colors. A couple of them are signed ones, everything. Very, very neat. Neat little set. Of all of them. I'm at 22 with Susan. 23 with Judy. Susan's back in at 24. So you can see where that little one has a little yellowing to it. But like I said, I think little bleach, little soaking, that will not be a problem. We're gonna say sold because Judy said out. So Susan, for $24, you get 21 hankies. Congratulations. And thank you very much. Wait a minute. Congratulations. And thank you very much. Now, I think these are the only pieces I have left right here. I have put a start in. This is going to be for the Japan velvet leaves. There is one whole thing of Japan velvet leaves. They still have their little Japan tag on them here. They are, I don't know, the little like corsage or ornament making you could do. They are all very nice condition, really pretty, like velvet. And they are made. Let's see if I can get it open. I don't need. I can open it. I can't. Made in Japan. I don't know if you can see that or not. They are the oldies. There it went. Made in Japan. And it is a whole bunch of them. There's 12 in total. Aren't those leaves? I mean, they're really cool. They're hard to find. Any of these little leaves and millinery anything for some reason around where I'm at is really hard to find. I get lucky every once in a while. And when you get lucky and you find them, you need to really look that wholesale over and all the crafting stuff. Because if she's got one, she got more than that. So I've learned that lesson. And that's what I can get them then. But a lot of times you can't. Not even in antique malls. I used to be able to go to some of the antique malls around here, and I could find where somebody's bagged a bunch of different little things like this up. They've found out, and it's, they're selling them or keeping them or something, or selling them way too high or keeping them. So I got my last call in. And gonna mark them. Oh shoot. I'm gonna mark them D. Sold. Only thing it took, it started, that little spinning thing started when I started typing that. So let me put in Japan velvet leaves to Miss Pat. Them over here. Oh, you can bet Miss Pat will make something great with them. Next up, $14 is the start on these, and you can pick either one. And it is a vintage bottle brush reef. It's a small one, ornament size, and it has the millinery like little fruits and stuff on it, and the little silver leaves with the Mercury glass bead and the ribbon. Or you can choose the little Santa heads. There's 4 of those in this bag. So either or, it is choice. $14. And I love the color of this. It's got that mica gold colored glitter. Really neat. I like that. It's got your little wire at the top to hang it by and everything. The little leaves are in great shape, which I like. Sometimes they can be a little ratty, but really good condition. And the bow still has the silver foiling on it as well. And then there are 4 of your little hard plastic Santa picks, little vintage heads that you can make some of your little Santa dolls and stuff out of. And sometimes you find these in a package for, I don't know, $5 a piece. We're going to do all 4 of them. I love it when I find these little things like this. And we're going to get our last call ready here. I'm with Judith at 14. And I'm going to go ahead and put that last call in. And mark them sold. Why is that doing that? Sold. And Judith, I just need to know whether you want the Santa heads or the reef or both. And this is a bottle brush or the Santa heads. Santa picks. And I will lay those to the side. Congratulations on that. Now I have the little bottle brush tree reef. Bottle brush tree. Bottle brush reef. No tree to it, Sam. Still available if anyone would like that. You would just need to type in the number 26. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be nice. If they did it for free, that's great. Now, this is, I believe, I'm going to go, I think it might be my last item, but I'll go back through and I'll check and make sure. But I'll go back over everything that did not sell. Now, these here, I love these. I absolutely love these little things. They are so neat. And to think, as old as they are, that they're still here. These are made in Western Germany. And they are your cardboard, you know, like your paper mache eggs you get at Easter that, you know, open. These are the Christmas trays. Right down there at the bottom says made in Western Germany. And then it's got the little, all the little stuff, you know, the little pictures on the, I think I got them upside down. Little pictures on the backs of little deer right here. Really, really neat old pieces. piece of clear, clear saran wrap, lay that down in there, and then you put your cookies and everything on it, and then bring the saran wrap over so you don't get your trays dirty. I have this one. It's yellow, and then it's got all the little starbursts and trees around it, and it has the little cabin, the little elves are I guess elves, yeah, taking care of like the little pig and the little reindeer. It's like there's a little crow. Maybe they're gnomes. I love the moon and stars. Really, really cool. I know, and they are in great condition. And then this one has sort of I don't know what color you'd call that, sort of a orange, like pomegranate color. I don't know what color. Kumquat. I don't know. Um, Made in Western Germany, and it is Santa the sleigh with reindeer. And then there's that same little, that's a little pig, right? It's the same little pig that's on this one. See him right down there? I don't know, but there's two of them. It is choice. Let me get the start in there. Whoops. I don't think we can do that. There you go. I put $412, but my 4 should have been a dollar sign. So $12, and that is each. Let me tell you how big they are. Side, from one side to the other, they measure, whoops, right about 11.5 inches from this side to this side. And then front to back, you're looking, and I'm measuring this little parts here from side to side that stick out. And you're looking at about 8 inches there. So 11.5 by 8. I like them both. I like the little trees and the starbursts around this one, but then I like the Santa and the reindeer and the hearts and stuff around that one. I like them both. But yeah, they're really cute. Like this one has the little house there, little deer, the little angel, and everything on it. And the gold trim around the edge, it is shiny, like metallic. Really cool. Christmas German cookies, yeah. Because I remember people used to get these, and they would do them up, give their neighbors and family or whoever, cookies and candies and stuff that they made. I wouldn't mind some of them little pinwheel cookies that my grandma used to make, like those. Or they were Ranger cookies and pinwheels, and she did divinity and fudge. And then she did some kind of little cookie. I didn't really, well, maybe it wasn't her. Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember if it was her that made them or not, but they had like a powdered sugar or something on the outside of them. I never did get into those, but I probably like them now. But yeah. So these two here, $12 each on those. And it's sort of like the gift of giving a gift of cookies and everything, but then giving them something that they can use for Christmas and display, nicely on a shelf or what are they called? Easel, like an easel you can stand them up on. Be very nice. We'll lay those to the side. And I think, let me go through my list and make 100% sure that I didn't miss anything. Dress in suit boxes. Yep. Seems like I remember that too. Um, okay, so I think I showed everything. Everything has either got someone's name on it or a little mark beside it. So I'm going to go back over the things with a little mark on them. There's not many, but there's some. Start up here at the top. Now there won't be any offer up or anything like that. It'll be just a set price, and I'll give you the number. The first thing here looks like there is the 2 pair of black gloves. These, you get 1 short pair of little nylon gloves, and now all of them fit me. So, they're not the little tiny things you can't get your hands in. Because, some of the vintage gloves are so small. But so these were $15. There's 2 pair of them. That makes them, what, $7.50 a pair? And number 4. Number 4, you get them both. For the black gloves, 2 pair of black gloves, $15, number 4. And then the large bag here of the tatting and the handmade lace. It was $20 and it's number 5. If anyone is interested in that. The trays I just showed were $12 a piece. They're number 6. And you just have to let me know whether you want the one with the trees or one with the hearts. And that's the ones around the edge. This is the one with the hearts. Whoops, upside down. One with the heart edge are the one with the trees. And that, $12 each. And they are, like I said, number 6. The Snowball Girl. And she is a little bell. She is a Japan piece. She is in there, sells consistently right around $80, $85 online. And she is $50, number 8. Now she does have one of her little stars has issues, but other than that, she's excellent. $50, number 8. Homeco little, let's see, what's it called? Circle of Friends, 1988 Homeco piece. Christ is the star of my life. And it's the little ones putting the Christmas tree decorations on. It is $14, number 9. Strudel. $14, number 9. And I think it was like 5 inches across and like 4.5 or 4.25 tall. And then the vintage pipe cleaners, both packages, you get both of them. They were $10, number 10. And these are great to do like the little arms and legs and stuff on your spun cotton heads. You get both of those. I'm not sure how many is in each one, but there's a lot. $10, number 10. The little putz houses were $12 each, and white or red, and they were number 16. They do have your little Japan stickers on the bottom of each of those. $12 each, number 16. The plastic birds, you get 2 of these little yellow birds. And now the little white one with the pink, member, he's missing a leg. He's a limper. and he is $10. You get all three of them, and they're $10, number 21. The little clip-on candle, nothing to poke. Judy's like, nothing to poke. The little clip-on candle holders, they're $12 for the 8 of them, and they're number 24. Like I told you before, give you some ideas. You don't have to put a candle in there. You can put a little trinket of some sort and glue it on there and stick it on your tree. You don't have to, do all that. If you wanted to do, like, say, this little thing of birds, you could take this out, set those little birds in there on it, and clip it on your tree, do a little greenery or some, thin little garland around the bottom of it to hide where it's glued and everything. It's really cute done that way. Again, those are $12 for the 8, number 24. And the little bottle brush reef. It's $14, and it is number 26. And that's it. And I always try to do that at the end. So if anybody comes in the very end and they see or they've seen something in the preview and wondering whether it's sold or not, they can always come to the very end of one of my sales, see everything that's left over. And if there's something you see you want, you can put it in the comments below. You can email it to this email address right here. I'll see it either way. I check them both. I check the comments down below. I'll check it just a few hours after the sale, just in case somebody pops in. Excuse me. And then check it periodically before I go to bed, along with my email. My throat got dry all of a sudden. So that way, I try to keep pretty, close watch of it, and let you know back whether it's still available or not. Dang it, I made it almost to the very end of the sale without coughing. I thought I was doing pretty good. And then I started coughing. Dang it. Anybody have any questions or anything like that? Anything you're looking for, you can always email me and see, because I may have it. I mean, especially if it comes to Christmas stuff, like the garland, I'm gonna see what I got for Kathy. Send her some pictures, and see if she wants any of it, and whatever she doesn't want, I'll bring to a sale. But she's asked me about it a couple of times, so I usually, if somebody asks me about something and nobody else has, and I'll usually let them have first dibs at it. If I can remember. Sometimes I don't always remember, but I try. Yeah, now, Avery, I'll probably just start you a box and put your angels in there from Judy. Let's see. What else was there? There was something else I was going to ask somebody. Excuse me all. I think that was it. Maybe that was it. The other one was Kathy. And then putting that in a box to the side for Avery. Yeah, save as much as we can. I always do. I try to save you as much as I can on shipping all the time. Um, but that was a short sale. That was only like I don't know, 3 hours, and I think we did okay. Start you a box too. So okay, let me write Judy. Avery, Pat, do you just want me to start you a box? Since I think you got the little leaves. I'd hate to charge $5 and something to mail those little leaves, but that's probably what it's going to be because it just starts off at a certain amount, going from one zip code to the other. And I don't have a problem with doing that, just leaving a box open for you guys, and then once it gets full, sending it on its way, or when you need it, or ask. Okay, let me put Pat too. Yeah, I will go ahead and I send invoices and everything out, and I figure all the shipping and everything. So you'll get an invoice with shipping and everything on it. But I'll also put in the notes. I usually put, thank you for your purchase, and then then I will put like holding box, and you'll be able to see that on your invoice. But Judy, Avery, and Pat, I will hold your box, but I still invoice. That way everything's paid for, and it just, what it does is it doesn't, it's, you're paying for it a little bit at a time instead of it just all hitting you one a great big amount at a time, which I think it works pretty good. And then I'll redo the shipping as you purchase things. Sometimes your shipping doesn't change at all. And then it may only change less than $1, to get other things added into it. So, all right, y'all's names down and hold boxes. We can do that. And I think everybody else has got, more than one thing. Or it just will fit in an envelope. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Hopefully, I'll find a few more things next week, and keep me in your prayers about everything else. Damn, it's starting to stress me a little bit, everything, but the heart palpitations and strain happening. But I'll be all right. I've been through a lot worse. But thank you all for being here, and I will see you next Sunday. Now, I know let me look at my calendar real quick. I should always have that already done, but I forget. Next Sunday is the 7th. My granddaughter's birthday is the next weekend, and I'm thinking that I might take that one to be able to go and do something with her. But I'll keep you up on that. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it so much, guys. I really do. I'm going to say bye for now, and I'll see you next Sunday. Thank you, guys.